There's a quiet moment you've probably had before. You're lying down or sitting alone in silence, and suddenly your mind starts building something, a different life, and a bigger version of you. You see yourself succeeding, confident, focused, and living the life you've imagined for years. And for a few seconds, it feels completely real and almost within your reach right now. But then, nothing happens. You don't move, you don't start, and you don't even take a small step. And later, you tell yourself, I will do it tomorrow. But tomorrow comes, and the same thing repeats again. You dream big, but you stay completely still. Slowly, a difficult question starts forming in your mind. Why do I think so much, but do so little? If that feels familiar, then there's a reason. Because this is not laziness at all. It is actually psychology working behind the scenes. And once you understand it, you stop blaming yourself and start seeing what is really happening. When you imagine success, your brain reacts and releases a small amount of dopamine right away, the same chemical linked to motivation and real reward. But here's the hidden problem. You are getting the reward without doing any of the actual work at all. This is known as mental simulation reward, and your mind feels achievement just by thinking. So instead of pushing you to act, it satisfies you early and the urgency disappears. Because your brain already thinks you have done something, and the urgency to act disappears completely. That is why dreaming feels good but does not always lead to any real action at all. Your dreams are not small, they are big, detailed, and very ambitious right from the start. And that is not a weakness, it is often linked to divergent thinking and many possibilities. But here's where it gets difficult. The bigger the vision, the harder it feels to even start, because your mind sees the entire long journey at once, and not just the first small step. Instead of focusing on one step, you suddenly feel the heavy weight of everything all at once. So you delay starting, not because you do not care, but because it feels way too much right now. And simply doing nothing feels much easier than facing something that big right now. This connects to the next subtle reason. You fear losing the perfect idea inside your mind. This one is subtle. You do not just fear failure, you fear something even deeper than that. Right now, your idea is perfect, untouched, unlimited, and full of beautiful potential. But the moment you act, it becomes real, and real things can actually fail or fall short. This connects to perfectionism. You would rather protect the idea than risk seeing it imperfect. So you keep it safely in your mind where it stays completely flawless and untouched forever. Some people act first and think later, but you are the complete opposite of them. You think deeply and analyze everything in great detail before taking any step. You plan multiple outcomes and replay different scenarios again and again in your mind. This is often a sign of high cognitive processing, but without action, it becomes a loop. You think, then plan, then hesitate and think again. And the loop feels productive, but it does not move you forward at all, even if it feels like it is productive inside your mind. You see yourself as someone who could do great things with ideas, depth, and ability. And that identity feels very important, but as long as you do not act, it stays safe. This is linked to the imposter phenomenon and a quiet fear inside your mind right now. What if I am not actually as capable as I think? So you stay safely in potential instead. You tell yourself, I will start when I feel more confident, or when the timing feels right. But that ready feeling never comes, because readiness only grows after you begin. Action does not have to be big, it just has to exist, even in the smallest possible form.